Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the BYU Cougars, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. A first down for the offense. They move the tight end all over. Trying to find his man on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a mid-season showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field, make plays for them.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. He wants to throw. Good timing on the quick out. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Here's the handoff. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
On second down, wants to throw. Quickly complete. At the 20, he's got space. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, running back gets the give. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, the players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. A low and short kick. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take it. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting it.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first lead.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback will audible. Going up top on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got it. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. First down to start the drive after the break. The give to the tailback.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Run in the red zone, it's Gage. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down.
42 Spider.
They're getting this guy lathered up. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gets it out fast. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Cuse.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, BYU! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. LSU is down, but they are not out of it, not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. They're trailing by just 4 to East Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Running backs square their shoulders up. It's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They go right back to him. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Syracuse. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 10. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. On the option. Now the pitch. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cougar!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fair catch called for and made. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Orange will have to punt. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Slips through the line. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires to the middle. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Off play action. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. From inside the 15, here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll do it himself. Just finds that little... He smashes his way through again. Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Here comes the option. Now the toss.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man and they convert. They are on the move down to the 32 and they pick up another first down. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
You know, I love defensive ends that are active and violent with their hands. Great job fundamentally by that DN getting that sack.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. BYU right back to the line. Just feeds the running back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It's good. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. LSU is getting handled right now, and for this to be happening to this program in front of these fans, it's almost inexplicable. They're trailing by 14 to East Carolina. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Hold and fired complete. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Quick handoff. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Gage. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Finds a crease at the 20. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Orange. And that one will put them up here in the second half. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it's really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Here's the give off the left side. Keeps the legs moving. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Makes the catch. It's Estrada. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. On the move at the 30. Open runway ahead. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Cougars.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Trucks through the defender. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. To the ground with the back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Running with power. They get him on the ground with this running game imposing its will. 6-yard gain down to the 17.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th-quarter lead, but they don't want to leave. Touchdown, Cuse! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Not a lot of... He found good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He now has 108 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking for space. It's Cox. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? In a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
This BYU offense set up with another 1st down. After run, now throw. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. They've really leaned into the running game when challenged, and it looks as if they're going to get out of here with a top 25 win.
And when you do it physically, running the football like they did against a really good quality opponent, this shows you where you're at in the middle of the season. This is a team that you can trust.
Yeah, externally they were saying all the right things coming into this one, but I think internally they were disrespected. They thought they were a much more physical team. They wanted to come out and prove that today, and they've done it.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Gonna run it. It's Gage. At the 20, he's got space. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And as they come to the line, they have the lead, and they have the clock on their side. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked off his feet. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Syracuse hopes they can just drain this clock. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. They're going to run it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
How about the response by this defense? You gave up some yards, so what? Bowed your neck now on 3rd and goal, 3 stops in a row when it matters most, forcing the offense into a critical 4th down situation.
So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on 4th down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They already have the lead, but they will go for the knockout punch here in the 4th quarter on 4th and goal. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
And they add another touchdown late. Listen, this game's over. We all know that, but they're running the football. It's your job defensively to play physical and try to get the stop late and make sure they don't continue to get the end zone.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive